The following film is presented in its complete theatrical version. It was rated R by the MPAA and may not be appropriate for children under 17. It is rated TV MA-LSV and contains strong language, sexual situations, violence, and nudity. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
I like steak. I like steak.
Time to do some sketchy shit. Do-da, do-da. Hope I get away with it. Oh, the do-da day. Oh.
Bob Goblin. Bob Goblin.
And let there be Ubi. Yes, hey, how you doing? I totally forgot to check to make sure that the microphone is working because I still am a professional streamer. How you doing? It's Ubi. It's been forever and a day. Bring the music down so we can hear me. My buttons still work. How amazing is that? It is the most boring show on the internet. Hello, everybody. Hello, Metsy. Hello, Harry. Hello, Celta. It's good to see all of you. It has been quite a while. Oh, good, great. Fuzzbutt, you are blocking chat. I remember you. I don't remember half of what I'm doing, which probably means this is exactly like it has always been. That needs to be unlocked. We need to be smaller. Stop blocking chat, cat. There we go. Unlock and lock. There we go. Yeah. Wow, it's been forever. And a day since we have been around. Speaking of days, it's Armenian Genocide Remembrance Day. That is a very happy thing to start our stream off with. This is going to be a good one. National Pig in the Blanket Day, New Kids on the Block Day, World Day of Laboratory Animals, and World Meningitis Day. So everybody, please remember, World Meningitis Day is the day that we have made our triumphant return to streaming. Which half don't you remember? The bottom part, the bottom half, the bottom. Oh, need a little beepus. Hi, hello, hello to all of you out there. Oh no, Ubi's dying. I might want to get a cough drop, apparently. I apologize for turning this into the sickness ASMR. Let's see. I was going to do Spicy Engineers. Spicy. Let's see how long I can do the talking thing. I haven't done the continuous talking thing in a very, very long time. Let's see if Space Engineers even wants to run and play nice. That's good. See, I'm a righty, and I could definitely use help with the left half. I decided to wear a brand new shirt. I literally bought a brand new package of shirt, and I figured that everybody would want to see something nice and clean as opposed to the big stainy shirts that I do. If you dare die, Obi will have raised from the dead and just get an earful for dying. Don't die, because if you die, I will raise you just to kill you. Appreciate. Oh, I actually have a cough drop right next to me. I didn't realize that. I keep looking over. Remember, so my stream setup has changed a little bit. Ooh, jazz hands. My stream setup has changed a little bit. Excuse me. The get this over my mouth. So my OBS, which used to be here, is now here. Okay, that's great. I'm going to have to turn the settings down un poquito in Space Engineers because it is making me options. Graphics. Yes, let's go from ultra high, kill your computer, down to medium. Let's see if that helps any. Whoa. Yeah, that vibe's better. I hate typing on phone keyboards. Bane of my existence. Okay, now will you grab the game window? Come on. You can do it. You can do it! No, apparently I can't. Why is that? Capture foreground with key. Allow transparency. Why before you know grab? Grab game window. Grab it. Grab it, I say. Perhaps I shall be forceful today and just do specific window. And it will be Space Engineer. Ha-ha! Oh! It exists. It exists. Button. Where is? There it is. That button right there does that. Whoop. There we go. Look, it's Engineers. I made it work. We are going to do. Let's get the music out of here. We're going to do a scrap survival. This is a custom workshop game that was made by Splitsie. And what it does is it restricts a lot of your building ability, and you actually have to go find scrap things that get spawned and stick them into your actual your creations and the like, and do more engineering rather than just making it be kind of one of those, I'm going to go and mine up a bunch of stuff and build stuff. I love this style of play. It may be a little bit slower for stream, and I do have something that we'll do about that. Let me adjust myself just a little bit. Yes, that is a what do you have? That is the 10-month subscriber badge. Nice. That's the 6th. There's another one coming up in just a little bit, so hopefully we'll get to that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start this. I'm going to start the scenario. We will land on the planet, and then we're going to save it and go add a couple of mods that make this particular scenario better. The scenario is designed to be modular, so you can add and remove things to make your heart content. We're going to add in a mod that allows for you to pick up grids and the like, and there are settings that Splitsie has come up with that make it limited for that. I'm dropping frames. Not a lot though. That make it limited a little bit, which allows you to not be able to like move huge grids and stuff like that. And I'm cool with that. I just don't feel like going and putting those settings in because it's a little bit of a hassle for me right now. So what we'll do is we'll do the honor system, and we will only move really tiny things. So I will only allow us to move single small grid blocks, or maybe one or two little blocks together. But if anything really big, even though we could theoretically pick it up, we'll do the honor system and not actually pick it up. and try to keep me honest on that as well. I appreciate that. And for the next stream, I will go ahead and set that up so that it accurately won't let me move things like that. So like heavier small grid items like batteries and stuff, we'll need to use a crane and stuff for. Which that's kind of the whole point of this, is so that you have to use cranes and kind of coming up with creative engineering scenarios to actually do some of the things that normally you can just slap together real easy in the normal game. So eventually this will load and get going. Now, one of the things that might happen is the things that spawn for us might take a little while to pop up. So what I might do, actually, no, there's not what I might do. What I absolutely will do is, while that's loading, let me go in here and let me edit the channel point redeems, and we will add a new custom reward or custom redeem, and we will call it spawn POI. Make TheUbie spawn something in game, and we will cost that much. It will be on a cooldown, and we can only spawn them once every. Can only be redeemed up 5 times. Every 5 minutes. There we go. So now what we'll be able to do is people can redeem spawns. So that way it will, if it's getting too boring, you can use channel points and we'll spawn something new in. So we're going to drop on Earth. Welcome to Earth. And let's see. Now it's also kind of interesting because he has replaced the drop pod with a rover. Now, this rover's name is the Rust and Ready rover. Now, I really think it should be renamed to the Roly Poly, because in my playtesting, I have rolled the sucker at least half a dozen times in its default configuration here. It is, it very much likes to flip forward when you hit the brakes. So, but I like it. It's a little kind of pieced together rover. Storage is one of the biggest problems in this particular scenario. You get a little tiny gun rack up front, you get the connector in the back, and that is it. Now, he's also limited the survival kit, which we do have. Obviously, we want to have that so that we can respawn if we die. He's limited to what that can do, and so it can pretty much only make gravel. So we are kind of more or less stuck with having to... Oh, here, there is one right over there. Now, the way Splitsies spawn is they pop... Oh, I think that is a good one. It looks like it might be a... that might be a hanger. The way it happens is... it sounds like my first car, to be honest. Is when things from Splitsie's modular encounter system spawn, they have a little bit of a beacon for 5 or 10 seconds or so. So you kind of get a blip of where they're at, and then they're gone. So you'll have to either do some creative waypointing to be able to figure out where these things are, or just run into them in the wild at random. So I said I was going to land and add some mods. We're going to go find that, because I don't want to lose that, because that looks like it would be a good place for us to start off, kind of as a base. So we'll go get that, and vehicular wise, since I know I'm going to roll the sucker, I'm going to set it to 10% on the strength, and we're going to change our speed limit from 100 kilometers per hour to 70. Because if I get going just even a little bit too fast, when I go to stop this thing, we'll roll it, and it likes to roll, flip over, hit that connector on the back, and explode, and it's really annoying. As a matter of fact, we're renaming it. Do the roly-poly. As we slowly parachute to the ground, we gently land. Would be perfect if it was playing the boo Danube. Boop, 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 boop. Wow, I can't. Ubi, why can't you talk? I don't know. I just rented my lips today. You want to call the car Clint? Unless I have disabled it, there is a channel point redeem for naming a vehicle. So if you want to call it that, feel free to redeem that. Okay. Swing it around. Oh, it's doing the thing with the parachute. There we go. Can you help me understand what this game / sim is? It looks interesting. Space Engineers. Yes, absolutely. So, in general, space... What? I hate when it does that. You stupid parachute hatch. Close you and turn you off. Stop. This is not a dragster. You don't got to slow me down. First things first, thank you. Thank you for joining. Appreciate it. So, Space Engineers is a game where... The too long didn't read version of it is sort of Minecraft in space. Now that is not fair. This game has way more than that. But you are an engineer who is tasked with being able to build things. Like this rover is completely built with individual parts. It was all physically put together by somebody, a particular author. And each part contributes to what the rover does. It's got a full physics simulation on it. This rover has weight. It's got a balance point. There is friction on the wheels, the whole 9 yards. If it takes damage, some of these blocks can deform as if being exploded. So that's the base game. You would normally we would do would be dropping on this planet. I would be mining up some of the material in the ground below me, converting it into useful elements, changing those into components, and then building things and doing things like trying to get off the planet into space and those sort of things. That's what the normal game is. Now, this is running with several mods in a scenario where some of that is taken away. There's certain blocks that normally you can build in-game that aren't available to be built, and you have to find them in this scenario in the real world and physically repair them and put them on your creations and those sort of things. So it's more like a if you were landed on, like, this is like a destroyed, desolate planet, or maybe not desolate, but it's like a abandoned planet with civilization type things that were on it before, and like you are stuck. Oh, I've got another one right there directly behind it. It looked like I want to say it was about 2.7 kilometers away from us. There we go. Okay, so what I've done is I've marked two GPS points, so I can, if I come to this point here, the first one that says 2.7, and I line it up with the other GPS point there, then I know if I go 2.7 in that direction, I know there's something over there somewhere. It's an interesting little simple way for me to figure out where things are, because as you see, that marker was there and is gone, so I don't know where that is. I'd have to go find it again. So I'll be making GPS waypoints like that as we need. This is indeed a hangar, so we'll come over here and see what all it's got. And oh Jesus! All right. Well, I was aware that Splitsie had added some little things like that to make things more interesting. Didn't realize that he had a hangar that had an active turret in it. So we've just taken some damage that I'm not sure I'm going to be able to repair. What got hit bad? That conveyor's torched. Survival kit is okay. It's not unfunctional. That's fine. Tank's fine. Okay, this could have been. It could have been worse. Luckily, it didn't do enough damage to really screw our rover up. I was not expecting that. All right, so we will approach from this side where the turret can't see us. Damn you! Damn you, Splitsie! I even have watched all of his streams and hadn't noticed he had slipped that one in there. All right, so let's get over here, and we're going to climb up on top of this thing. Jesus! How did it hit me? I've got to kill its power, but I bet the sucker has a freaking... Bet it's got a... Yeah, there's a battery in there. Shoot. Okay. And it's not being... I was hoping it'd be solar powered. There's a solar power up on the roof on some of this. So, what I got to do is I got to find a way to deal with that turret. And I'm already injured a little bit. Okay, let's go back. Let's like getting a perfect hug. Oh, you make me feel so loved. Let's heal up real quick. All right. Let's see. I know there's. Oh my God! It took out the little son of a bit. Okay, this is going to be even harder. I didn't realize it. It took out the little weapon rack on the front here, which had the gun you start with in it. Okay, so we're going to have to do this. Have to do this the non-safe way, the really non-safe way. Okay, we can come up this way a little bit. What do we have in here? I was hoping. You got him, you dead guy. Oh, he's got a pistol. Okay, so that will help. Medkit will also help. Okay. Clear weapon. Character weapons. I mean, it's better than nothing. It's not exactly the... There we go. Okay. It's no longer functional, so that thing can't... It's okay, TheUbie. It's okay. The turret can't hurt you anymore. The turret can't hurt you anymore. Oh! Ow! That hurt. I'm used to that turret not being active. Damn it. Ooh. Here's a fast-firing rifle, at least. Okay. Alright, so let's see what the base has in it. Probably not much. There is a truck here that we will probably rip some components out. We definitely will rip some components out of. Got a couple of usable batteries in it. I wonder what it has inside. Ooh, storage. Good. Okay. So there's a medium cargo container in there. And then this little building here has... these are cryo chambers. They're not... that one has all 3 medical components in it. Holy shit. That one has 1, and that one is none. So I'll probably tear these 2 apart. The components. I can tear that one up a little bit. And get rid of the storage shelf as well. Boy, that needs a ton of computers. All right, so let's bring the rover over now that it's safe. As a matter of fact, not only is it... I don't need this turret. We're going to tear the turret apart. Oh, it's out of ammo, too. Thank God. That's another reason why it wasn't blasting me. Oh, that hurt. Do you really want to hurt me? Apparently, yes. Yes, it does. All right, let's go. Now, one of the positive things is we have a base that has a physically working battery in it already. It can't generate new power, but it has power in it. So we can use that to keep the rover alive until we can build up enough to get some power over here. So power production things like your turbines, your solar panels, your reactors, can't build them. You have to find them. So yeah, that's gonna be fun. Let's get some of this stuff repaired quick while we're here. Now that we have components to do so. Ooh, the beacon's lost a radio component. That's not great. That's full. That's fully repaired. That's working and repaired again. Okay. We'll toss the components we're carrying into the into that connector for now. Okay, I want to tear into this and get the storage out of it. There is a small cargo container inside of it. So here's our battery. It's 100%. Now, one of the hardest parts of this mod is if you look at the list of things that are in there, you'll notice it has 80 power cells. It's required 80 power cells to make a large grid battery. When you grind down components, you get when you grind down blocks, you get all the components back except power cells turn into scrap. And you can't make new power cells. Now, one of the things that you have to do to get control of this block, the block currently, you'll see is red, is access denied. This block is not controlled by me. I don't technically own this block. Now, I can use it on this grid, but I don't own it. In order to get control of it, you have to grind it down past that line there where it says functional hack over there, and then repair it back up past that hack line. If you aren't lucky, you can accidentally grind out some of the power cells in this. And if that happens, I won't be able to use the battery until I find a new power cell. So we're going to leave this battery not under our control until I have at least a power cell or two. And then we'll come back and do what we need to do. I don't like the way you're listing. Let's get rid of this. Now, another thing that's going to be big for us in the early stages are going to be these large steel tubes that are coming out of this tire. Which is good. Need as much of those as I can get my hands on. You notice how the vehicle fell down after I got that? That's where I was talking about. This actually has real physics to it. All right, grab these headlights off. Eat them. We're going to be real careful because these batteries in here also same sort of deal. These are small grid, small batteries. If you grind those, you can accidentally pop them and make their battery or their power cells go as well. So I want to pull those out because I'm probably going to use them sometime. Okay, so that's good. What do we have to do? We got a bench seating in here. All right, this doesn't have anything great. Grab those up. That's the battery. That's a heat. We can get rid of that. It's got 10 large steel tubes there. Oh, yeah. So I need the large steel tubes because one of the things we want to do is we want to try and upgrade this rover as soon as possible. And one of the big things I want to do is get bigger tires on it because these smaller tires aren't quite as stable. Celta, I absolutely love you too, buddy. It is so good to see you and chat with you and talk with you again. Have a good sleep. And continue being the amazing person that you are. And there we go. Be sure to check it, Celta out. Celta's taking a little bit of a break from streaming, but when he does get back to streaming, absolutely check his stream out. He is a super friendly and just a wonderful person, period. It's just one of my favorite persons in the history of personages. We're going to clean up some of the mess here. I want some of these steel plates. So I'm going to start readjusting the rover a little bit because I want to take the the storage that's inside of this wagon here and plop it on our rover. So what I want to do is I want to take this rover, we're going to elongate it by about 3 blocks. Speaking of which, let's actually start working on that. So one of the first things we want to do is I want to do that. We're going to take a piston. We're going to lift it up off the ground. Mag plate to lock it to the ground. So we do that because I need to lift this up so that I can put wheels on it. So I need that. There. Get all the parts we need for it. Shoot, I'm just short a computer. Gotta find a computer somewhere. Damn it. Nice. Then I will try to catch that shrimp. But yeah, you go have sleep. Sleep is a good thing. I actually got to sleep in today for the first time on a weekday in a long time. All right. So I'm going to show you what I was talking about on hacking. You see there's a line there under functional and hack. We're going to grind this down until we get below that line. And then we'll build it back up. Now you'll notice it is yellow and we can see what's inside, which in this case it's some ammo and some small steel tubes. That's cool. Finish getting these doors off. I still need a computer. I'm going to find a computer around here. You don't have computers, do you? How about you? You have large steel tubes, though. We'll grab those.
Inventory full.
Inventory's full. That off. Pick some stuff in there while we're at it. Where else can I steal a computer? You know what? Oh, there's a computer in the parachute hatch. We will never use that again, so we're going to steal that. There we go. All right, so there is our piston. Slap a mag plate to the bottom of it so we can lock it to the ground. Go. And build vision to work. Get the piston. I hate when I do that. Hit the wrong button. Piston to go on down. Locks to the ground. Lifts our rover up. There we go. That's high enough. Okay, yeah, we can wait. We can work for this. I can work with this. I can make this work. Get that off. So I want to go plates. 3. Yeah, 3 by 3 for the. Yeah, that 3. 3's fine. Oops. Should it be that color? All right, so we're going to move this back, and we're going to tear these tires off. And the suspension for them. It's saving. I'm finished saving. Oh no, we've locked up. Oh, that's not good. Oh no! Why are you doing this to me? Well, that's fun. And it crashed. Yay! Woohoo! Space Engineers has crashed. Yay! Space Engineers was all like,
Nope.
Nope. Nope. Let's fire that back up and see how much progress we lost. So how is your day going? Luckily, it looks like, based off the screenshot I'm looking at here, we lost pretty much no time at all. So that's outstanding. Since we're here, let's go ahead and take this scenario. We're going to change its name. We're going to call this... We're going to accidentally hit the enter key where it's going to save it as the same name because TheUbie is really smart. And then we're going to go and we're going to click it again and we're going to save as. I'm going to change its name to Scrapyard Stream. So there we go. And then we're going to take the stream one and we're going to edit the settings. We're going to add those mods in that I was talking about. Or add in the mod for picking stuff up, which is improvised experimentation. And we have... Oh, he does have sneaky sounds. Okay, cool. Shoot, I hit escape. I think that doesn't add it, does it? Yep. Improvised experimentation. Okay. Hit okay. And now we'll load it. And now we're missing with that one mod that I want to add in. Should be there. We'll switch now to the game window again. There we go. Just long back to this stream. You know what I probably should have done is set my phone to silence. So we have had a fun past couple of days in that our vehicle is no more at the moment, so we don't have the ability to drive. So we made a Walmart delivery request. And even though I told it it's cool, hold all the items together and ship them all at once, it's like, okay, we'll ship them individually as they become available. And the fun thing is, I put the wrong address in there, so our neighbor has been receiving our packages. And every day we've had to go over there and annoy them and say, hi, we're back, we're not stealing anything, this is our package. Luckily, they're real cool about it. So I was just looking, there was a notification from today's delivery that we've already gotten. But, you know, that's just how life kind of goes, isn't it? Okay, so all we lost was welding these two blocks and then removing these tires. That's all. That's literally all we've lost. So we did not lose very much time. Thank goodness for autosaves, hey? I'm going to take these off. Now, it has a tendency to have issues with how I'm going to build this and the placing tires and the things. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the tires on after we've made all of our changes. Let's pick everything up. Now delete this. We use this as our storage for the moment. We're going to rip that off. So we'll rip the connector off. Excellent. Excellent, Smithers. Where is my beam? Beam. There. Want the small beam block like we've already got there. I'm just trying to continue the aesthetics of the build. I am in no way, shape, or form the kind of person who is good with making these things look good. So, for the moment, we will continue with the same kind of motif the rover is under. Eventually, we might try to make something different. But Now, these blocks here I'm placing are temporary. They're just here to make it easier for us to manipulate this storage once we get it up and on the rover. Stick that there. And then we need an easy way to get up on this rover. Oh, speaking of which, normally you would have a jetpack, but yeah, not in this mod. This mod has the jetpack unable to function in the atmosphere. See? That's as high as I can fly. I believe I can't fly. This allows me to just go, yep, and I can get up here. Okay. So we have done the prep work. Now we need to pull this sucker out of here. Now, one of the things I want to do is here. What is behind this thing? It feels like there's something behind it. Ooh, that's a battery. Okay, that is a large, small grid battery behind it. This is a double good find. Now, this battery won't be usable for a while because we're going to need to find some power cells for it. It's missing one. It's only missing one power cell, so that's not bad. But yes, that is a big find here because these are going to be kind of our Achilles heels as we start.
Energy low.
Hop over here and recharge our energy real quick by sitting in a rover. We could have used the kit, the survival kit to recharge too, but I'm lazy. I don't like holding the button down. Okay. Go. Just tearing this out of there. So these are connected to the side. Not that I think that makes a big difference. And what we'll do is we will use the mod that allows you to tear stuff out, like so. We will lift this out. Now, under the specialized rules for how the dragging mod works, a completely empty medium storage is something that you should be that are able to move. So, I'm not cheating. I'm not breaking any rules by picking it up this way. The battery, however, is too heavy, so I will not physically be moving. Ah, no, you fell off. Get back up there, piece of junk. The battery will not be moving by hand. If I do move that, then I'm 100% cheating, and please call me out on it. Come on. Trying to get you to hit around for me. That's almost where I want it. I feel like I can probably get in here and just nudge it in place. Or is it? Oh, it's slightly in that little divot there. Why? Get in place. That's close. Matter of fact, we can probably merge that. So what we'll use merge blocks. Unfortunately, they take computers too. Shoot. Okay, merge blocks are going to take computers. We will steal. You know what? We're going to steal the computers, 2 computers out of the cargo container. There we go. To merge it, and then we'll put them back in the cargo container after we merge it. Here we go. See, now that's merged. That means this cargo container is now part of this grid. So it is now physically attached to the rope. Okay, grab it with R. I can't move it. So now we just take the stuff that we ripped out of it, put it back on, and we have gotten ourselves storage. So we actually have some decent storage on the rover. Yay. Clean up our temporary blocks here. That's a good start. This is actually... Oh, man, I'm stuck. This is actually a pretty decent start. I've had some starts where I didn't find a single bit of storage at all at the beginning. And boy, does that suck. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is put the connector back on. We need to get our connector. Yeah. That is one of the few things that we are allowed to build is connectors. Oh, I have everything. Cool. One of the few things that we are allowed to build is connectors. Now, connectors take a lot of computers. That's one of the reasons why they don't have a ton of storage in them, and they take a lot of computers. So that's one of the reasons why that's a block that's allowed to remain available. And now we're going to put our wheels back. We're going to use the standard rover wheel. So that's the right suspension and the left suspension. I want you to be like that. Yeah, like that. And then the right. Nope, that's the left. That's the right suspension. Not that they make a, they don't make any functional difference. They just make a stylistic difference. Okay. That one, that, and that. So get our build planning and all that, and let's withdraw as much as we can. There's a computer somewhere, but it's okay. All right, so this does two things. One, this elongates our wheelbase, which makes this thing roll a lot less. And two, you've added storage, so this has already been one heck of an upgrade to the rover. Now we do need to think about adding some sort of crane in. All right, so we're done with you. You go down. I play with it a bit. Nope. Piston, get rid of piston. And the plates. These. There we go. Rover's dead. Ready. Oh, you know what we need to do? Also, we need to get that gyroscope fixed. We want computers. Don't think I have enough. Yeah. Not going to have enough computer. We need to get that gyroscope fixed at some point in time to help keep us from flipping. But now is not that time because we don't have enough computers for it. That's okay. It's all right. We're doing good. We're doing good. We're doing well. I'm not a superhero. We're not doing good. Oh, okay. They have tanks. Not worried about those. I want to do a couple. I want to tear some more stuff out of this, and we're going to need to open it up to make it easy to get that with a crane once we've got a crane ready. Luckily, this can just sit here for now. There are things I'd like to get out of it, but we don't have to pull them out of it now. We'll just leave it here. Let's go look at that other thing that spawned and see if we can get a hold of anything good from it, because we now have ourselves a slightly upgraded roly-poly. This needs to be changed because 100 and we can go a little faster with the wider wheelbase. I feel a little bit better with the wider wheels or the longer wheelbase because see I don't flip. You see how the back end came up on us a little bit? The this here. Okay, the way the back end came up a little bit on us, before I add all that extra weight in the back, when that back end comes up, it just rolls. And this thing just flips like it's like it's a gymnast. Okay, whoa. Whoa there, Big Badger. Okay, we need to go about 2.7 this way. Really hoping it doesn't do those derp out of the wheels. The 3x3 wheels tend to sometimes just derp into the voxels and kind of rolls everything. It's really annoying. Oh, well, we can see what we're going towards already, clearly. That is that a... That's either a broken highway segment or a pipe section. I can't tell which, but let's get over here and find it. If it's a pipe section, it's just something we can tear apart and get a little bit of steel plates from. If it's the highway section, though, they tend to have some goodies on them. Well, let's go... I think it's trying to do that derp into the ground thing. It's twice now that it's done the bongi. Let's do the rubber hop and see what that... Yeah. There we go. See if that gets us up and out. But it likes to derp into the ground sometimes. That's a highway segment. Okay. So, there may be some good stuff here, too. Man, I hope there's enough stuff there that we can start building a usable crane. Because I'm going to probably need to crane some heavy stuff from. So what our overall high-reaching, arcing goal is to reach space. That's what our primary goal for this is going to be. I don't think I've seen this particular highway segment before. That's actually neat. Okay, we're going to stop here. And look at this. That is cool. I like the car halfway off the rail. That's not, or halfway over the railing. That's kind of nice. Like these. Alright, I need a little bit of steel plate so that we can build ourselves a ramp to get up here, because, yeah. Alright. What do we have here? Alright, we have a busted flatbed with some sort of troop transport. Okay. And, oh, is that? That is a large hydrogen thruster. That's going to be huge. That's massive for us. Yes. That is highly important. Matter of fact, I'm going to put some steel plates into it to have it less of a chance to explode if we bang it on accident. Because that is highly, highly coveted. It's one of the most important things we're going to need to find if we're going to get off, planet. You kind of need thrusters to get off the planet. If there's anything in these small cargo containers. Motors, we can always take motors. One. Metal grid, okay. Throw that in the thruster over there, because it's going to need a bunch of metal grids. Nothing in you, and we'll actually just tear the rest of these out, because not really much point in the cargo space that the small cargo containers give you. It's not really worth it for me to get, so throw some more stuff in there. Excellent. Alright, so let's tear some more stuff. I want this because it's going to have a large steel tube. There's some music.
I hear voices in my head, they counsel me, they understand, they talk to me.
Welcome in, Raiders. It is a plushie raid. Hey, how you doing, plushie family? Yes, it is, it's me. It's TheUbie. Who the heck let me stream again? Goblin Prince, how you doing? Saradan, how you doing? So good to see all of you. Shout out to the Speeder.
You think you know
Spit 'em foo. thank you for the follow. Hello, welcome everybody in. Spider was playing Fallout and outstanding freaking game. Thank you again for the follow.
You think you know me?
Outstanding game, by the way. Thank you for the follow also, Mr. Edan. Appreciate it. So, yeah, Spider, I mean, I don't have to hype Spider up to you folks. You know exactly how amazing a person is. And, yeah, outstanding. Welcome in, all of you. For those of you who are from the Plushie family, you probably already know who I am. If you don't, of course, I am TheUbie, a variety streamer from the United States. Today we have, this is the first time I have streamed. I checked. This is the first actual real stream, not me just playing around with an AI art or anything like that, in just a little bit over 4 months. So it's been a long time since I've done this. I decided to go back in and play some Space Engineers, which is where I started my streaming. And we are playing Space Engineers with a Scrapyard mod, Scrapyard scenario with multiple mods. And yeah, so we're trying to, our goal is to get off the planet and into space. We have just started, so you haven't missed anything really amazing. We found one structure that, silly me, I did not put a GPS marker on it. I know where it's at, but I did not put a GPS marker on it. There is a structure over there that we're going to be using as our base. We found a little bit of storage in it. We have just found this structure over here, which is a destroyed highway section with some stuff in it. Specifically, we need to find, we're going to have to get a crane. We're going to build a crane to get this thruster up and off of this place and get it down and take it to our base, because that's going to be kind of important for us to get if we're going to try to get out into space. But yeah, this is going to be a nice long playthrough. It's going to probably take multiple streams, and thank you for joining me as we do this. I'm going to tear some of the stuff off the bottom of this. Oh, there's some hydrogen tanks down there too. Damn, we need those. That one needs to be repaired before it leaks hydrogen. Okay, we got some hydrogen down here we're going to want. This one had some tanks in it too, I think. Or am I seeing something different? No, those are conveyors. Okay, so there's not hydrogen. Not worried about it. Okay, not worried about that. We will want to start collecting the hydrogen tanks, because hydrogen is going to be one of those things that's going to be a little difficult for us to do. So under normal Space Engineers, we would be digging into this ground and looking for minerals to pull up and refine and make into things. This mod has killed the refining section. So what we have to do is find things that exist in the world, slap them together, and take off. Normally, we could build things like that thruster over there. This particular mod turns our ability off to make those from scratch, so we have to find ones like that in the world to be able to put stuff together. This is kind of a actual test of our actual engineering ability and salvaging ability. Kind of a Mad Maxy type game. I probably should have... Oh, it's falling on me. I probably should have done this on a desert planet, but I wanted to do it on the airplane. Ooh, there's a button rack. I don't need it, though. We can build those. Now, there is a cockpit over here. Yes, there is a rover cockpit in here. What does it have left in its... It may have some stuff that'll be useful to us. But a lot of stuff that we're gonna tear down for their components, because we can't make components like you normally can. We got to salvage them along with the blocks themselves. So, get these out a little bit. It has pretty much nothing. It's got some interior and some structure. Oh, it had ice though. Haha! Give me that ice. Give me ice. Give me ice. Ice, baby. We can use ice to create hydrogen. I just tore that entire wall off there. Give me the ice. Give me the ice. We gotta get the ice. Give me the ice. There we go. We'll get it when it falls down. Here, you just fall off there. You just throw that anywhere, Ruby. Hype. Yes, ice hype. And I want this wheel off here. Whoa, it's falling on me. Scrap up there. What is in yours? What do you have in your pocket? Well, that cockpit has even less in it, but I'll bet it probably has some ice in it too. We're gonna open the side up here so the ice maybe will fall this way when we tear the cockpit out. Yep, there it is.
Inventory
Shoot, I don't have enough room to carry it all. Okay, let's go drop some of this off in our storage. Oh, that was smart. Oh, good. Whew. Luckily, I'm used to playing on Pertram, which has slightly heavier gravity. And that fall would have been painful. Luckily, this is normal Earth-like gravity and not the heavier gravity of Pertram. All right, let's pick that up. Run over here. And drop all that in our storage. Okay, cool. Now, what else can we pull off this thing? All right, we have a minor dilemma. There are several components that we are desperate for. I don't need a custom turret controller, so we'll just tear that out. There's several components that we're going to need to be able to build a crane that we're going to need to get to this thing. But I don't think I've got everything I need. You know, let's start building a crane and see how far we get on making it. So we'll know, at least we'll know what we're missing to be able to make the crane. I'm getting some more steel plates real quick so that I know I've got the things that I need to. Oh boy, she's darshing those. These conveyors out. They have some useful stuff in them. Pump. Flashy, how you doing, my friend? It has been a little while. Good to see. What the? Please, Clang, don't hurt me. I'm attempting to appease Clang. You know, my life is all messed up right now in certain ways, but good in others. So it is how it is. Ow! That was smart. Pump right in my face. Tear this up, tear this up. Let's pull this off, because that's going to do some good stuff. Okay, let's start building a crane on top of the sucker and see how it goes. Yeah, we're just going to slap a crane on top and go for it. Go for it. Let's see. Center of the vehicle is on this line here, so we are going to need a rotor. We're going to need a hinge. We're going to need a piston. Okay, now then. The base of this is going to be a rotor. We'll use the small grid advanced rotor because it doesn't require as many components. Those computers are still a problem. We are not yet in space. We are trying to scrap enough materials to get to space. Yeah, the computers are going to be our downfall. Oh, the sun's going behind the. I don't have any computers in here, do I? Oh, I got 4 computers. Okay, we can start. We're starting to make this work. Okay, well, there's that. Yeah. All right, so we're going to start by taking this one and naming it our crane shoulder, so we know what everything is as we're building. Then we're going to want a block here, because we're going to need to attach something on us to set in to control this. We could control once we're done with the crane, we could control it from the rover's cockpit, but then it makes it much more difficult because I'm going to be using the same controls that I control the wheels. So we'll have to deal with that, and that's really annoying. So we'll build a like a helm or something for it. Right? So, that's step 1. Now we're gonna put a hinge on this in that direction. Large steel tubes, which I don't think we have any here. We don't have any large steel tubes with us here. Okay. We need to make a GPS marker for the hydro thruster. We're going to turn that marker off for the moment. So it doesn't confuse us. We need to go back to the place that we have set up as our base. This way. Because I need some materials that it has. So we'll head this way. Oh, I totally forgot to turn on another important mod for everybody to be able to enjoy the stream more. Obviously, nighttime is dark, and there is a mod that allows us to sleep through the night, but I have not enabled it. So what we'll do is we will cheat up here and pretend we have the mod in there, and we will make it advanced time like we slept. It won't be a true cheat because it'll be exactly like what we would have done if the mod was installed. I just don't want to drop back to the menu and install the mod right now. But yeah, it's a little dark, even with adding lights and stuff on the. There we go. So that little thing in the distance is our base. Luckily, it's big and it's easy to see. But these 2 GPS markers here I won't need any longer as well, so we'll get rid of those. So I'm going to swing around to the back side where I've got the got all of our stuff sitting out. Okay, let me get rid of those 2 GPS markers. I hate having my HUD cluttered up with GPS markers I don't need. So there's that. Let's go in here and we will do make a GPS for the base, so we won't need that any longer. I need those and a bunch of other stuff too, but I need those to start. Get up there. All right, so the shoulder hinge is in place. Actually would like to move it. Let's give it some braking torque. And some extra torque to get, well, that's way too much. Ooh. Okay, so there we go. Shear inertial tension on, and where is our velocity? So hinge lock it. Okay, cool. Make it a little easier by making it flat for us to work on. So now we're going to need to put some pistons so we can extend this out. Place it there. There we go. Need to get it on the actual hinge. Let's go with 3 pistons. 3 pistons sound good. Yeah, that works. Gonna have the computers are just gonna kill us. We just don't have enough computers right now. Flat out do not have enough computers. We have everything we need to build this part except for the computers. So the question becomes, do I have anything I can rip computers out of that I don't need them having computers at the moment? I'm afraid that answer is probably a no. Need more steel plate. Have to make these top parts, but have the tubes at the moment, so we'll go ahead and got that. Okay, so I'm just short 2 computers for this part of the part of it. I'm not pulling them out of that. I want that battery. I can sacrifice these 2 batteries. I don't need them. I can actually sacrifice. Well, I'm going to need more computers than just the 2 I'm going to need for this. So I don't need those 2 batteries. So we'll just sacrifice those, and we will use their computers. One of the things that those small batteries are nice little things to have, but they also are one of the things that you will find a lot of. So I'm not that desperate for them. Because, yeah, well, that's exactly how things will happen. But luckily, like the unknown signals will always have at least one of them in them and those sort of things. So they aren't that impossible to find. Does this have any hydrogen in it? If it doesn't, I want to tear it down because I want the tube out of it. It has hydrogen. It's got 50%, so we'll not tear that apart. But yeah, that'll work. Okay, so let's finish building that part of the crane arm. We'll hop in here and name these real quick. Crane piston upper arm. Excellent. Important to name the blocks as you make them. I sometimes forget, and when that happens, then you get them to the point where you have no idea what you're working on, and then life sucks. Okay, let's hinge lock it. I want to come around the other side, and I'm going to work off the front of the truck over here, I think. Okay. Yeah, because if I need to, I can just pop right here to work on it. Okay, cool. So now we're going to make a double hinge so that we can fold the crane and make it easier to work on. I think computers are still going to be a problem. Yeah, I'm out of computers. Shoot. Shoot. Because I'm going to need 2 more computers to do that part. I need 4 more computers. If I can come up with 4, I can finish this crane and use it the way I need to. What else has computers that I don't do? I don't want to take it off the beacon. Is there anything else on here that I don't mind losing the computers out of? You don't have any. You've got 1 in you, right? Yeah, I can. Got 1 of the 4 I need. I don't have computers anywhere else I can pull off of. That didn't have any, does it? Yeah, none. Doesn't happen to be anything on top of this. Empty space here. And there's nothing on top of the building that has anything in it. Pretty sure it doesn't. Let's go double check again. Put it up here. Okay. Darn. We're going to have to probably roam around a bit and get some more stuff to spawn for us before we can have enough computers to do what we need. Because if I don't build this the right way, A, I don't think I'm going to have enough reach to get up there and get what I need, and B, it's not going to probably be able to really move like it wants. I need more than the 3, to be honest, because I still need... It would be nice to put some articulation on at the end of it as well, but that's asking too much at this point.
Inventory full.
So we're going to have to wait till some more stuff spawns and get some more batteries that way. So that's not ideal, but it's okay. Yeah. So in order to get things to spawn, we're going to need to move around a bit. So let's go driving a little bit and hope we don't wreck the rover. By putting that extra stuff I was carrying around in the rover, it gives it a little more weight, a little less chance of it, rolling and flipping on us and stuff like that. So yeah, the game creates spawns based off of how far you've moved. So we do need to roam around a little bit to get things to spawn for us. It's also very possible that I may have had some other spawns happen that I didn't notice. That's a definite possibility, because I have been kind of focused on what I've been doing. And I'm going to check a message real quick. Hang on a sec. Okay, cool. Sorry, I had a... apparently, my change, by hitting Alt-Tab, it somehow activated a thing that it shouldn't have activated. So what I was saying before my microphone died was that I had a client message I was waiting for, and they finally responded to me. As we drive, oh, we were going to do the fake sleep thing. That's right. So it's not so dark out here. There. Morning time now. And also, let me make a note on my notepad over here to make sure they've got the sleep mod the next time we go to stream, so that we can actually go to sleep instead of advancing time that way. Normally what we would do if we were driving around like this, we'd be looking for some telltale signs in the ground to show us that there are minerals under us, or finding big boulders like this one. Normally, you would come up to it and see this has got iron inside of it, so we'd mine the iron out of here, and that would be a nice way to kind of get us going. But since there is no refining in this version, that would actually just be wasted space for us to be picking up. Not to be confused for wasted space, the content creator rule that does Space Engineers content creation. That stupid song stuck in my head now. I just gonna say, grow up, grow up, grow up. Hoping at least a unknown signal would spawn for us, but those appear to have given up too. It spawned one at the early parts of what we're doing, and then just like, we're done. No more for you. He is Specky. Yes. So as you can see, I have started streaming again. Thank you. Also, thank you for the well wishes. Brandy is doing mostly well. As life is not the greatest for me now, but I am feeling better. And yes, I would very much like for us to play something in the near future. Some of our life circumstances have changed, which has also allowed me to stream again, as you can tell. That also means that I will probably be available to do more playing, or not probably, I absolutely will be available to do more playing with friends. So both on stream and off stream. So yes, we will absolutely get some more, get some time to play stuff. Sure, for sure. It has been, like I said a little bit earlier, not counting my my AI art stream stuff that I've been doing. It's been more than 4 months since the last time I've actually streamed like this, where I actually did a real, honest to goodness, full stream. So it has been a very long time. So yeah, I'm trying to remember how to do all this stuff. Right now we're just driving around a bit, trying to get it to spawn something for us. Also, if anybody gets really bored and happens to have channel points, you can make a spawn happen. Well, you can tell me to make a spawn happen. There is a redeem I added for it, I think. Is it active? Let me double check. Yes, there is one in there. Yeah, so 100% right now playing Space Engineers. Now, this is a group of mods in a scenario which changes the gameplay slightly from the standard Space Engineer gameplay to more of a scrapyard type play, where you kind of have to find things that you're not able to build all the blocks you normally would be able to. You have to find them in the world and use engineering ideas to get them from wherever they're at, to collect them all together, repair them, find components to be able to repair them, slap them all together. Right now, our current goal is to get off the planet into space. We have found a... Open this up and bring this in the HUD. We'll go over there. Oh, okay. We'll spawn that POI in just a second. So that marker there, that 4 kilometers away, we found a hydrogen thruster there. So that'll be the first thruster we need. Let's go ahead and spawn that. We'll request a spawn. And that will cause, once I move far enough away, us to have a POI spawn, assuming that the modular encounter system isn't broken, which is a possibility. But I've given it the encounter; it's in the queue. Or given it the command, and it should be in the queue, and it should spawn us something. So what we're looking for is somewhere around when it spawns, a little red marker will pop up for just a few seconds, and we'll have an idea of where it's at. So keep our eyes open for that as we just keep moving. Right now, we just need to move around enough for it to meet the requirements it has for spawning something. Zoom back a little bit off over. I have had some wonkiness where it didn't spawn, or it's kind of stopped trying to spawn for me. I haven't played Age of Empires. There's been No Man's Sky Elite, waiting for Start Out. You and me both, buddy. Starfield, I'm really salivating for that. But by the same token, nobody wants it to be delayed. Obviously, we want to play now. But having said that, I will take delays if it means that when we get the game that it's mostly bug-free and mostly feature-complete. Like, we're in the day and age where, you know, the days are gone where people release games that are bug-free. It's just, it's a sad reality of the way our life is these days. But if it is not a big, huge, buggy mess, and as long as it works and has most of the things they're promising for it, then I'm happy to wait for them to get to that point. I've been playing a little bit of Spaceborne 2 also. I haven't played it recently, but it's been pretty fun. Yeah, it would be nice for a Cyberpunk DLC. I need to go back and play Cyberpunk again. Supposedly the newest patch that I haven't played makes it even better. I played it after they got all the real good fixes in. And now there was another patch that was recently that I didn't play that I need to go back and play through again. This feels like the spawns are broken on us again, and that's annoying. That is very annoying if that's the case. Because not only do I not have a spawn, not only did it not spawn the one that we asked for, but it's not spawning any of the unknown signals. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna save it up, and we're gonna exit from Space Engineers completely, and we'll get back into it. So let's restart Space Engineers totally. Sometimes that's needed. Yeah, I mean, I've played a little Sea of Thieves recently, but I haven't had a chance to really deeply jump back into it. Go. I have that beepus. This is a perfect time for us to take a short bio break so that we can all have a chance to hit the head. I need to get a new beepus anyways, and so I'm going to take about maybe a 3 or 4 minute break. I will be right back. All right, that's got us back there. All good. I even went out, or I went ahead and grabbed the last piece of chocolate chip cookie. Nom, 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 nom. Break me solo and a cookie. All right, let's fire it back up. See if we can get it to spawn us a POI this time. Okay. That's some good stuff. Yeah, we ordered Papa John's, so we usually get the cookie with the last piece of it. Had the cold pizza for breakfast. Breakfast of champions. I've gone back to the full beard. The full majestic beard. All right. Let everything spawn in and go. Now. What's the spawn? Still haven't seen one, but drive a little bit. See if maybe it will decide to spawn for us. If it doesn't, we may have to restart a brand new scenario. Luckily, we're not too deep into this one. I will be slightly miffed in that we had already found a nice place to kind of make his base. We had found a little bit of storage, and most importantly, we had found a thruster. Those are going to be the hard things to find. A big one too, a full-size hydrogen thruster, and not one of the small ones. That makes me slightly annoyed if we need to do that, but we'll give it a little bit of a shot just to see what happens. I've had this happen to me on a couple of games I've played with this, and I don't know why. Do not know why it does this, because it almost seems like it's having trouble finding an appropriate place to spawn. But if you look around, this is pretty flat in this area. There should be plenty of room for it to make a spawn in this area. I mean, yeah, we're on a little bit of hills here or there, but it's not like that. These big, huge mountains are like all over the place right next to us or anything. We're not down in canyons and stuff, so no reason why it shouldn't be making spawns for it. The other thing that kind of gets me is that we've had exactly a total of one unknown signal. That makes me think it's just not spawning anything no matter what I do. And that's annoying, because the other good thing is, when you drop on the Earth-like world like this, you don't always land in a spot that's safe. It's kind of flat like this. Sometimes you end up in the mountains. Thought that might have been something spawned there, but that's just a boulder. So if you land mountains in a little rover like this, just death. They're not fun. Kind of want to just kill yourself when you land in. Yeah, this is. Just, I don't know. One thing that's interesting is it just kind of lagged a little bit, like it likes to do when it's spawning things. I don't know. I'm going to drive all the way over to the deserty type spot over there, and if we don't have anything at all spawn by the time we get to there, we will go ahead and start up a new game. I'll need to go look at the log file and find out what's going on. I would like to pop another set of wheels. What I need to do, actually, once we get the... Think about that. Once we get the crane done, assuming we're going to be able to continue with this particular game, what we need to do once we get the crane done is to extend the rover out even farther back so that we have a little bit of a platform or a bed, like a pickup truck bed, that we can actually, the things that we grab with the crane, we can attach them there so we can carry them back home. And also that will allow us to add a couple more wheels onto the rover, which will give us additional stability. And yeah, that'll be important. Because you really don't want to roll the rover when you got something important on it. I mean, you don't ever want to roll it anyways, but you definitely don't want to roll it whenever you've got something important on it. Yeah, this is just not spawning anything. Even if we spam the message, it says chat command spawn request sent, which means MBS is receiving the command to spawn, but it's just not spawning anything. So that is very annoying. That one is empty. It's time for... Oh, wait. Gotta pop that beepus. Be better if it was a beer, but we'll pop a beepus. Speaking of, don't I have some rock gut down in the desk, don't I? Oh, yeah, we do. Got about a shot left of this. Okay. Let me do a quick Googles. Or something. Space engine, gears, modular, counters, not spawning anything. See what it comes up with that. Yeah, I mean, it's the real issue. The real issue is that it's under cycle objects by just the biggest grids. So that's our home base there. That's the truck inside of it. That's where we have the thruster and the grids around it, and then our rover. And then That's other stuff that's back there. Then our subgrids on our rover. And yeah, there's really nothing it's literally not spawning anything. These are all either stuff that we already know about, or it's 100% all stuff that we already know about. But yeah, thanks. Appreciate the suggestion there. Aha, hang on. It might be a setting in my. It may be maybe TheUbie not reading the documentation, which no surprise. Where's it at? Bugs, issues, crashes, troubleshooting. That's the word we're looking for. Don't think it's a sync distance problem, but it might be. Possible spawns that could spawn here are on my clipboard. So let me take a look and see what that shows me. It shows that Splitsie's spawns should be eligible to spawn where I'm at. So it's not a ineligible to spawn. Try moving some grids. Well, we already saw that we don't have a ton of grids. At least I don't think we do. Yeah, see, these are the only ones we have for those. And then, bits and pieces that have fallen off while I was going. This is a very short list of grids. I mean, this is nothing. There's like nothing in this list. Let's try this and get a idea of what it has spawned and the like. Yeah, it's saying there's no eligible spawn groups in the area, even though it says that Splitsie's cluster 4 is eligible spawn for the area. This makes no sense. Oh, it just spawned one right here. Maybe there was something about the area that was in back there that doesn't allow spawning. That's really weird. I'm not going to bitch too hard about it. About 3K this direction. Weird. Well, okay, there's the spawn that you purchased, Becky. So we have gotten a spawn to pop up there. Now, I still don't understand why it's also not spawning any of the unknown signals, which it normally should. But at least we have something to go look at. And or, get stuff off of. Hopefully it'll be something useful. Not every spawn is a useful spawn, however. We'll be coming up here in about a kilometer. It looks like it's probably it here. I need to build a searchlight so we can use it to see things that are far away. What is that? Might be either a billboard or a low building. I'm not sure what. But if it's a billboard, it's definitely not going to have very much that's useful other than just some steel plates. It's a building or maybe a vehicle, it may be something more. I don't think it's a vehicle. Yeah, it looks like a vehicle of some sort. But it might have some useful stuff on it. One of those split in half rovers. Alright, it's kind of a Jeep. Worst thing ever. That off the back. Okay. Got a destroyed battery back here. No, of course it has no, doesn't have what we're needing, which is computers. That doesn't have any computers in it either. But it does have ice, so we want that. Now, come in handy down the road. Off here, so pop down and here, passenger seat. Bench seat back there. Suspension's off because they're useful. Is that that's a gyroscope. Well, that's nice. We're going to need some of those. Problem is gyroscopes are heavy, so moving them is going to require the crane, which we can't use yet. Back section's going to come apart when I... No, it's attached, so that's fine. Small hydro tank. Let's hack it, see if it's got anything in it. If it doesn't, I want those 4 computers. If I'm lucky, it'll be full, and I won't want to tear it off. It has almost 100% full, so I definitely want to tear that one up. I want the hydrogen out of it. See if this one has any in it. And it's almost full. Great. I might sacrifice the hydrogen out of both of these because I'm desperate for the computers. You know what? We're making an executive decision right now. We'll find more hydrogen in the future. I need the computers more than I need the hydrogen right now. Situational ethics, my friends, and we're gonna need to pull that out of there at some point. Okay, so let's finish building our crane. Each part done. I want to rotate you around. I need that one. Wrong one. Rotate it around so that we can use it, or so we can work off of it. And I want to put inertial tensor on all of these so this thing's not bouncing. All right, so let's drop a second hinge on this. Right. Let's name those before I get too far into this. Yeah, see, I have too many hinges. Your fragging. Change your name. This is Rain in Shoulder. Yeah, that'll work. Yep. Okay. This one is Rain Hinge. Is this one? All right. Now let's put the I don't have any 4 computers left. 4 computers. How many do I need for the for a rotor and for a hinge? Might have enough to give a little articulation to this. Yeah, I might be able to give it a little bit of articulation at the end. Because that takes 2. And that takes... Yeah, I've got enough. Okay, cool. That's good. I actually wanted to do it this way. Rotor first. Give it a rotor first. Then we put a hinge on it. That will allow us to also manipulate the things that we pick up. So, I'm going to have another large steel tube, I do. But that's pretty important that we're able to manipulate the things after we pick them up, as opposed to having to pick something up, move it to your best of your ability, drop it, pick it back up again, etc., etc. The mag plate on the bottom so we can actually pick things up. All right, let's finish naming everybody. This is crane, piston, arm. assume it is. Brain, hinge, wrist. Brain, rotor, wrist. Is that everybody? That's everybody. And then the mag plate. Hey there, Ash. How you doing, buddy? It's good to see you. Main mag plate. Okay, so theoretically, we have everybody done the way I want them done. And now, we need to put something on so we can control it. No, that would be funny, but no. We could put a helm there, I think. That would actually probably work pretty good. Helm can only attach down, so we're going to need to give it something to set that. You drive me absolutely insane. This particular game that as I'm playing it currently, the point is, it's one of those that you give your own. Oh Jesus, that needs a billion computers to build. That ain't. Yeah, that's not happening. Okay, we'll control it from the control seat, from the rover seat. So yeah, it's one where you kind of have to give it your own goals. The goal for this particular scenario is a scrapyard scenario where you're not actually able to build all the blocks yourselves. You can't refine stone and that sort of stuff to make the components that you need to build things. So what this particular one is we are going around and salvaging parts off of things like this that we found here. Our end goal for the whole thing here is going to be, right now, just to get to space. So that is our overall arching goal at the moment. Alright, so let's turn this block on. We need to make a group called Park. We need to take all of the crane components and the cockpit and save them into the park group. Go. All right. So I'm going to have to do some setting up to make this work right. Fun time. So step one, in group number 2, first thing we're going to do is we're going to make the buggy cockpit no longer control the wheels. But right now, if I hit left and right, it rolls the wheels. If I turn that off, it stops rocking the boat, so to speak. That's step 1. Step 2 is to load the park script. Lock, edit, browse scripts, load. That's step 1. Okay. Good deal. Recompile it. Go. Excellent. Now then. So it should have given all of these custom data like so. Excellent. Now one of the things I need to do is I need to separate these from main and main lower, because I'm going to need more inputs than I have available. So I want to be able to control things at certain points. So I want you to go -2 and +2. When I go left and right, after I recompile the script, because I'm a dummy. There we go. So that allows me to move our crane left and right at the shoulder. All right, so that's a good start. Crane hinge shoulder. We're going to use up at 1 and down at -1. Pilot. Oh, I have it locked. You are hinge locked, aren't you? You are. Doesn't seem to be moving the way it's supposed to. You're not hinge locked. You have torquing power. And you're not velocity locked. Did I screw something up? Let me Either one of those seems to be wanting to work. Main hinge shoulder data. Up, 1 down. This is in main. All now off right. That's fun. Did I accidentally? No way I did. Wait. Is that? Yeah, it's not locked, so that's not a problem. Not clanging out hard. I mean, we're vibrating a little, but that's normal with all the subgrids I got in this. This hinge just absolutely is refusing to move. That was weird. I mean, it's doing what it's supposed to do by when I adjust the limits. If maybe moving it up like that's going to help. See if I can adjust it now. Maybe it was glitched out to where it thought it was past its limits and was kind of screwing up. Yeah, there we go. Now it's operating like it's supposed to. Yay! Look, we can move it up and down with the buttons. Yee! Okay, now we need to be able to extend the upper arm. I'm just forward at a 0.5, backwards at a 0.5, because we're going to do 3 of them at a time. Upper arm. Upper arm. Okay. So theoretically, that'll work. Yep. So we can now move this in these 3 levels of articulation. Good deal. Now we need to deal with the lower arm. So, the hinge elbow is going to be lower arm up and down. Up of 0.5, down of negative 0.5. And these may be backwards to each other, so I'm going to do them one at a time. Pile. And now I need to be able to switch. So, where's my... Okay, so that should allow me to switch. So if I hit this button, I should have all my normal controls from here. If I do. If I hit this button, those controls should no longer work. That's not working. You guys aren't hinge locked, are you? Yes, you are. Okay, so that goes the direction I want it to with that. Good deal. Make sure you work the right way. I'm going to hinge lock... Oop, no, you. I'm going to hinge lock you. You. See that data. Paste it in there. Recompile. Alright, so that means both hinges are moving the direction I want them to do. Excellent. Theoretically, if I do this, it should flip all the way over, eventually, and be back up on top of itself, which is what I want. That's where I want to have it actually store when I'm driving. That is moving incredibly slow. Slow. It's so slow. I probably should adjust that. I think we can live with it moving a little faster. Let's do that, because that's gonna be painful. It'll be painful, Ubi. Let's not do that. 1, -1. I was manually editing. 1, -1. Boom. Programmable. Decompile the script. Yeah, that was a little faster. So it should have full range of motion in both directions. Should be able to go all the way there and all the way around to the other direction as well. If I bonk my cockpit as we go by. No, I'll think about it. Clearance enough. Bonk. Perfect. Alright, so that's that. Now we need to get the lower arm to be able to extend. Do 1 on these and see if it may be too fast. If it is, we can slow it down. And we'll pile. Could be allowing us to do that. And this. Good. Now we just need to be able to put in the wrist manipulation. I think we can use... we'll use roll and left right. That way I don't have to put another group in for the wrist. So we will put the rotor wrist on the roll. Getting close so we can see this. So that should allow me, yeah, see that allows me to rotate that left and right like that. That means I can do some manipulation of the arm. And the hinge wrist we will put on left and right. Left one, right. That should allow us to be able to do stuff like this, where we can just easily manipulate things to where we need them. Now, one of the important things I'm going to need to do is to be able to reset that wrist back to 0. Speed 2 on that one. Turn speed of 2. Need to make sure that I've got it on both. Oops, actually took a screenshot. Oh no! There we go. So it doesn't matter which one I've got. The return function should happen no matter what. Compile. So now if I give it a command to do the return, I think it's just return? Either return or reset. Ooh, it might be reset. Well, we'll try turn and see if that works. Yeah. So see, that will put it back to 0 for me. So that'll make it way easier for me to manipulate things. All right, the crane is 100% ready to be... Oh, nope. Grab one thing. The mag light. Which allows us to pick up and drop things. Yeah, and that allows us to store it in nice and tight like that. That'll work. That's very doable. Okay, so now what we need to do is we need to cut this out so we can grab it. On the bright side, the redeem that Specky made was actually a very good, useful one for us. It allowed us to finish the crane, and it gave us something we needed, which is a gyroscope, a gyro. Here, weld it up a little bit so I don't actually break it. I can't repair it right now because I don't have the components, but I need the block. See, that's attached to that. It's going to pop off. And yep. Good enough. All right, so now what I need to do, what I really need to do is I need to lift this rover up and extend it. Let's do that now. We'll just use the crane to do it. Why not? You up a little bit. Do it off the side. Sounds good. Appreciate the lurk, man. Oh, you know what? I will bet that wrist has no braking torque on it, does it? Yep, let's get you some braking torque so you can... You know what? We'll just lock it. There. The elbow has no braking torque either. I mean, it's got the tiniest little bit of braking torque to it, but nowhere near enough. Yeah, that ain't gonna work. I'm going to destroy this rover by doing this. This isn't the smartest way to do this, but what's the point of doing it if you're doing it only the smart way? There we go. Let's lift you up enough. There. I just needed to jack the rover up so I can work on it. I didn't want to put a second piston on it, but... yeah, that's good. Out there. I'm going to give us a little bit of a trailer back here, sort of a kind of a bed for it to give us a spot where we could place items. Not sure this is going to be high enough for us to put the wheel on the backside back here. It might be an issue. But we will cross that bridge when we come to it. That's a right wheel, left. Nope, that was enough room. Good. May not have everything I need for this. And if I don't, it's okay. What we'll do is we will drive around with a couple of unfinished wheels. No, I think I actually might have everything I need. Bonus. That bonus. We'll take that. All right, now we just need to kind of just slap her back down. Yep. Get the motif going here. A little bit of janky looking to it, but you know what? We don't mind janky on in this stream. We don't mind a little jank here, do we? I don't. Hinge. These hinge locks off so that everything will work correctly. Now then, for this, what I want to do is I want to bring this up a little bit. I'm going to get some steel plates so I can bring this up a little bit. That and that's what I want. Enough. I want it to be a little higher, I think. Nah, I'm good with that. Give me my light armor slope. Get a half slab. If we can. Yeah, I can't place that there. Make this one higher. I don't like how tall this is going to be, but it is what it is. A little bit of a platform up here to make it a little easier to carry stuff. You're going to see them, name these. Two. Oh, wait. Have them named in a way that I know what they are. So 1, 2, and 3, that'll make it easier for me to figure out when I'm attaching stuff to them. Auto locks off. Yep. Oh, I need to be able to toggle the crane arm on and off so that I can drive the rover. I think it's just toggle. Yeah. All right, so I want to a little closer over here to this. Make my life easier. And toggle you on. Go here. Swing it around town. Bring it around town. Been around a place. Stop. Pelvic thrust. Woo! Woo! Down a little bit. That. Nope. That one. Right button. Newbie. Hit the right button, newbie. A little more. Break down a little bit more. A lot easier to line it up. Right. Up. Like to put it in close if I could. Add in a little bit more. Yeah. Touch. there, unlock that. There we go. Yeah, we successfully loaded that. Heck yeah. Down. Go. Right. Look at that. We got the rover working exactly like we wanted to. Sure, we'll find a way to flip this and screw it all up, but that'll work. All right, let's tear some more of this crap up over here. Just not really much good stuff left. This is all just steel plate, so I think. Oh, no, there's a small battery. The husk of a small battery back there. We'll tear it out. That off. Rip that out. There. All right, I think we got everything cleared out of it. Let's begin the short trek back to base. You know what? We just built some new wheels. We need to make sure everything's set where we want them. See, that is, get rid of that one, and we'll head back towards home-ish. Probably grab that hydrogen thruster on. Well, I don't know. I may do the hydrogen thruster on its own, because I'd like to get that gyroscope off there first. But yeah, let's bring this back home. This is good. We have successfully got the crane working, and we know for a fact it's working the way we want it to. Why is that not? Great. That's driving me nuts. Not have a braking torque on it? No, it does not. That's why. Shoulder, you're annoying me, but we will lock you while we drive. There. Probably need to see about maybe setting a timer block up to set it up so that we can use that to activate and deactivate the crane with one button. I don't think there is a... I don't remember if we're allowed to build timer blocks on this one in this particular scenario or not. We will check it when we get back to base. We are so far away from home. But it's good. We'll also need to do some work on the rover. I need to adjust it so that we can connect to the side instead of where the connector is on the back there. Otherwise, we won't be able to connect up and recharge the rover with the battery we have back at base. We still have not found anything to generate power, so that's a potential problem. Luckily, we still have plenty of battery power as is. But yeah, I would call this a success. All this a success. I've not gone through big hills with the way I've built this rover yet. Handled it pretty decent. That's good. It handled it all right. That longer wheelbase helps with that. Oh boy, this might be Yankee terrain. That's bad. I still don't have all the things I need to repair the gyroscope that's on the rover, much less the one we just picked up. So, flippy spinny spins are not going to be good, should they happen. These are on the other side, like around that mountain. I might have to go around it this way and back to it. Oh, that's definitely janky terrain. Oh, let's not go over that. I think what happened was I went out and around over this way. It wasn't a straight shot over to him like I thought it was. We did roam quite a bit trying to get something to spawn for us. So let's be mindful of that as we head back and not crash our rover, seeing as is all we have. We have not found an additional kit, an additional survival kit. So respawn can only happen on this one truck here. So we blow this truck up, we're dead. We'll have to spawn with a brand new spawn rover, possibly on a different part of the world. But where's the fun of playing safe, huh? Turn my fan on because it's a bit on the warm side where I'm at. You're saying TheUbie? It's warm in Texas? Really? No. You don't say. Insert fry shocked MP3. MP3 MPEG. MP3 fry shock. Yeah, just the audio of the meme, not the actual meme. Not GIF. I haven't done this in a while. Yet I still screw up just as bad as if I have done it in a while. There we go. Yeah, we could probably head back home without, finding weird stuff like this. Yeah, we're going to drop the height. I think what we're going to drop that. You have words you use them. I think we're going to drop the gyro off back at the base, and then come back, rip that hydrogen thruster off that flatbed, and grab the tanks that are on it, because it's got those 4 hydrogen tanks that are, I believe, are completely full. Grab all those and bring those back home, and that will probably be the stream. Of course, that's still going to take us a while, so we're not anywhere near being done with the stream. I'm just thinking that will probably take us right up to the end of where I want to go. That is That is the plan. If everything goes according to plan. Thanks for stopping by, Digi. Appreciate it. You have a good evening or afternoon or whatever it is from wherever you're at. Whee! I caught some air on that one. Mental note, or not mental note, but actual physical note. Add General Lee Horn. How the Duke Bull is going to get out of this one? I was going to put a spotlight on too. I don't know if I've got what I need for that. I think if I remember correctly, I'm going to need a computer for it. Where did this thing come from? I don't know this neat valley-looking thing being here. Well, the rover took it like a champ, actually, so that's nice. I'm kind of wanting to go ahead and stop here and pick the stuff up since I'm here. But my platform is a little too small to pull that off. I have to extend it out a lot more for it to really be able to hold this this thruster. By the same token, I don't know if I want to drive all the way back to the base and come back yet. Maybe it's not that far. It's only 4 kilometers. I should probably speed the rover up a little bit. It's got a lot more weight. It's going to be less roly-poly. Like, that's not even trying to roll when I slam the brakes anymore because of all the extra junk in the trunk we gave her. But let's experiment a bit, Ben, shall we? Go up to 1. Oh, we have a spawn. We have a spawn. Oh god, it's on top of the mesa. Yeah, that spawn's going to be up there for a while, because it's going to be a long time before we can get up to that. It's going to be a long time before we get to that sucker. I mean, it'll try to roll at full speed at this level, but it's not. I don't think I'm going to have to worry too much about it unless I go full speed and slam on the brakes as I'm going downhill. So I guarantee the moment I can and I need to, I'm going to do that. We're going to roll the sucker. I should probably think about putting some sort of roll cage around the battery, because if we lose that battery, we're in serious problem. Serious trouble. We're talking serious trouble. What do I own over here? I don't remember owning it. Yeah. I mean, I own the cryo chamber. No, I don't even own the cryo chamber. Like, what do I own over here? Oh, that's weird. Getting a potential lock-on for something I own. But I can't remember any grids over here that I own. there's something on that I own. Oh, the hydrogen tank that's on there. I own the hydrogen tank. You know what I need here desperately? Some lights on the rover so I can see what I'm doing while I'm working. Turn to that. Give me that. Up there. Those in the right place, or did I put them in different? I put them in different. Of course I did. Because why would TheUbie not put them in the same spot? There. Now we have some lights. We can see what we're doing when we're working now. Turn this on by pushing that button, push this button, make it go up. Go up, down, up, down, up, down. We need to go to that one and unlock it. Go, excellent. Out. Okay. Perfect. We should probably get some light farther down too. Perfect. Push that button, hit that button. Where is the... lock? I can lock that in place with just from there, from a hotbar, and I have to go back in every time. Let me think about some more lights. I like the way that looks. I don't hate that. That there. I don't think that'll interfere. I don't think that'll actually interfere with the rotor there. We'll find out. If everything blows up, we'll know. Yeah, it's that tank there that I was seeing the ownership from. Okay, let's go and grab that. Hydrogen thruster and bring it back home and secure it. Because that is super valuable. I mean, it's a full-size hydrogen thruster, so it's going to be super, super important to have that. If I can get a hold of a couple more programmable blocks, possible we could do a vector thrust with it, and we'll use it as our forward and forward, up and down thrust. Put it on a hinge and let it vector for both forward momentum and upwards and downwards. Not the smartest thing to ever do, but it's it is one of the things we can do if we have limited numbers of thrusters. All right, now to get over here to the other side to where we can potentially grab this thruster. I think I have enough crane arm to get to it. We're going to find out. Get about right there. See how high up this crane arm will go. Yeah, I feel good about the amount of arm we have on this. Dialed in the right direction. Good. The only potential issue is maybe be flipping the rover when we go to grab it. Banging up against something there. Looks like we might be banging up against something there. You know what? Let's go find out. Yeah, it's banging. It's up against that thing. Okay. More. Just out of reach. All right. We have it. We actually physically have grabbed it, and we need to go free it from from its prison, so to speak. Yeah, so that's connected to it. All right. I'm feeling like I want to put some stabilizers on this, but where's the fun in that? Seriously. If we're not giving ourselves a chance for catastrophic failure, is it even worth doing? Clear the side away over here to make it easy to just swing it around. This out. Point is, we're going to swing it over, try and bring it back over, and set it right there. That is the goal. Now, whether this works or not, we're going to find out. But oh, I can't attach it because I don't own it. Okay, so we'll have to cut it free. All right, it's free. Now the crane has it complete. Oh, boy. All right. Oh boy, I don't like that. Oh, that's bad. Okay. we're kind of rolling the rover by doing this. And that's just how physics and weight works. So this is such a bad idea. Boy, let's not do that again. Bring it there. Do this. Bring that back a little bit. No. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay, that's not going to work. All right, we have to secure ourselves. We're going to have to put a stanchion in place down here. There is no way to do this otherwise. So, there. Piston. I have small steel tubes for this. Holy crap. There may be some up here. Let's see if there's some stuff we can rip some small steel tubes out of. We're going to need some. Anything at all up here that has some small steel tubes that we can steal. Anything at all. Anything at all. Armor blocks in here. Doesn't have any, but don't have small steel tubes, do you? Small steel tubes. Small steel tubes. That does. There we go. There we go. All right. Let's not put this under here, and we're gonna have to. Blade. There we go. Order. Just need to do this to anchor us so we don't flip the thing while we're working. Here. Okay. Now then. Now we can manipulate it without flipping the rover. See how that works. If we can manipulate that into a little better position for ourselves. Good, like that. Liking it better. Liking it better. You need to go upwards more so we can bring it in closer. You can come down. That. Yeah, it's like that. that. Unlock that. We have the thruster. Down. Lock that. There we go. All right. We have successfully retrieved the thruster. Now we just got to get back home. That there. Now, the next thing we need to do is I'm going to pull those tanks off. The tanks are light enough we can carry them by hand. So they're not as big a deal. But this one we don't own, so we can't attach it, but we can just do that. Now we own it. It has 38%. It's only got 38% hydrogen in it. Nah, we'll keep it. We'll keep it. Yeah. There. Excellent. How about you? Do we own you? I think we own you. Yes, 30%. That's not great, but better than nothing. There, too low at it. Oh, not good. It tried to fall on me. It tried to eat me. Yeah, don't worry about it. Just be as rough as you want with them. They're only filled with hydrogen. They're not going to explode or anything. Just throw those anywhere. All good? Need the scrap that's running up here, but we'll grab it anyway. Definitely want these conveyors, though, because they've got motors and stuff that we want. This. We got. I have a feeling these all pretty much have the same mounts in them, which is fine. Basically, what we're going to have here is about 1 1/3 tanks of hydrogen, so that's not the first thing you ever had. I'll just cut the truck in half. Plus, this one's damaged too. I didn't realize this one was damaged. So it might have lost out some of its hydrogen. I still got 33% in it, so. Can you pull that out? Yep, sure can. There we go. Now we got our hydrogen off this, which means we can rip all the other stuff out. We want to keep. What do we want to get the components for? Like the suspensions that have some good components in them. There's still some of those that we want to pull. And anything else? I think there was something close to the front that I wanted. Yeah, there's something up there. Is that a battery? That's not a battery. What is that? I can't tell what that is. Are you gonna collapse on me? This one will. Alright, that. Pull that over. Vent? Heat vent? Yeah, it's heat. Best thing ever, but it's got a couple of components in it we want. I'm not seeing anything good left on this that's not just steel plate. Alright, we will call this one looted. That's good, Ubi. Yeah, land right on those. See if you can make them blow up. Gotta find a place to stick these. Could just some of this. For a long time. That's locked. What do I need for these? That. Sure. Sure, why not? Why not? That looks safe. That looks totally safe. Work. We're gonna put the last one. We put it on top. Sure. Totally safe looking. Yeah, that looks fine. I'm sure that won't cause any problems at all. Let's just Jenga tower stack the explosive hydrogen tanks in the back here. It'll be fine. What's the worst that can happen? Bring all this back to the base. Oh, fun. That's a good haul. That's actually a decent little tiny start towards what we'll need to stockpile to get off the planet. So I expect the pacing of the game, the way it seems to go, especially with it having what appears to be issues with finding places for our spawns to happen over here, I expect us to probably take several streams to reach space, and hopefully by that time Splitsie will have the all the space stuff put in so that we can move through that once that happens. And if not, what'll happen will be we'll get to that point, and I will probably build some prefabs for MES that will be designed to work with this in space. Then we will extend Splitsie's mod if it's not ready by that point. All right, so the next stream, one of the main things we're going to need is we're going to need generation, which that's one area that we're still struggling with. We have literally nothing that will generate power. We have power stored. We're okay on power. The rover itself has about not the greatest, but it's got a decent amount of power still in it. So, still more than 75%. So, and then the big battery over here is almost completely full. So we will be able to do that. And then at some point we will be able to repair this battery, rip this out of there, and use other stuff as well. So we did a lot of great stuff today. This one worked. This one went way better. The better stream than I thought it would be. So this has been outstanding. I very much appreciate everybody who came by. Spider-Man with the raid, Digi, Inferno, Mr. Eridan with the follows. Very much appreciate that. And everybody else who joined in and came by today, I really thank you for stopping by and making my first stream back a good one. Let me see if I can find somebody we can drop a raid on. That would be nice. And we'll go from there. All is raid is on right now and streaming. Check this to school. I don't know how much longer he will be, but we'll drop a raid on mine. So again, very much thank you all for coming by and joining on the stream for the first time in a long time. And as I usually say when we finish up our streams, let's change the world, you and I. It's real easy to do. All you got to do, you don't have to vote for anybody. You don't have to worry about a government. You don't have to worry about anybody else. Just you and I, we can change the world by just finding somebody in the world and doing something nice for them. If every single person did that today, then that would be 8 billion nice things that happened in one day, and we'd change the world overnight. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next stream.